of the most beautiful things that have happened out of this horrific drought has been the number of Australians who have rallied around a really simple idea. And really simple ideas never involve government, they never involve big business, they involve normal people. And Grace Brennan is absolutely one of those, and I hope she doesn't mind that description. But she and a mate set up a thing called Buy From The Bush. Now, this is a campaign where via Instagram and Facebook, you can be linked directly with businesses in drought-affected areas, and you can buy stuff from them. So it's online shopping or it's communicating with them directly, and they send you stuff. And it's been one hell of a winner. Tonight, more than 100,000 people are following that particular Instagram feed. If you're on Instagram, please join that number. If you're on Facebook, do the same there. Both of the links will be up on our Facebook page at the end of the show. But Grace Brennan joins us now via Skype in the middle of New South Wales. Congratulations, mate. This has been a magnificent success, and that little idea has chugged along so well. Did you ever think you'd get to 50,000?
No. If I'm honest, no, I had no idea that it would go nuts like this, but I am thrilled that it is and enjoying every moment.
So when you, I mean, I've been obviously like those 100,000 people sitting there and following and liking and loving every little post. And thank you for the shout out about undies that I was very obsessed with when we were first talking about. And yes, you can even buy undies in your undies in regional Australia, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I've been watching 25, 50, 75, and now to the big 100,000 mark. Is there a critical mass where this thing started to just absolutely rip off, where, you know, you'd go to bed and you'd wake up and it'd be 10,000 people more? When did it really catch on?
I think, to be honest, the growth has been consistent over so I think we've been live for about a month now, or just over a month, and it's been pretty consistent growth, which is incredible. I do know that coverage like yours has a huge impact, and I think I spoke to the business owner today at Mink and Me, and they've sold over 250 pairs of those undies. So I think news gets out, but generally the growth is still going, thankfully, and everybody is just taking it on and sharing it with their friends. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't slow. I think the greater the following, the greater the impact for local business.
Well, this is the thing, you know, 100, 110, we get those numbers, but don't assume everyone else is going to get there. You sign up if you're watching us, and that's the thing. We just want to get the word out there. I wasn't trawling for a compliment, by the way, Grace. I just literally wanted to know the story of how it's going. Geez, I hate when people do that on television. Tell me why I helped. I just talked to you on TV. Now, what about the sales? What about the sorts of impact that this has had? You just mentioned that great little business with the undies, but what about other ones where, you know, maybe, I think the first time we talked, there were people who were only doing 1 or 2 parcels a week, and then I've seen the updates via the site and they're doing a whole lot more than that now. What's an example of a turnaround directly as a result of this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing from businesses who were legitimately, I got one message from a lady who said, I was about to close my doors. I hadn't wanted to tell my family, and then your feature has saved me from that fate, and also encouraged locals to kind of come back into the store. I think often these small businesses can't move stock at a time like this, so often the stock is stale locally, but they've shifted stock and they've been able to order new stock because they've got kind of rejuvenated hope, so that's having a huge impact. And another great story is from a local area vet who also creates beautiful watercolour paints. She wrote to me and said that she'd made more in a night than she had in the last financial year from her art. And so the next morning she went and spent over $160 at the local Australia Post franchise. She got a breakfast at the local cafe because she could afford it. She booked a painter to paint her room, and she said yes to the quote on replacing her blinds. So she was thanking us on behalf of the cafe owner, the Australia Post, and the tradies in town. So it's having enormous ripple effects as well. Now,
you've got a little sideline here too, which is stay in the bush. Is this your idea, or is somebody trying to flog it from you? I like this idea too.
No, it's ours. It's a little sister page, and it's basically sprung up to inspire people to wander out into the bush and stay a while, and support businesses that aren't just in retail, but maybe invest in some of the services and have conversations with locals and just get out there and have a look. So it's really about inspiring people to stay in some of the beautiful places that are on offer in the bush across Australia.